This is called Uncle Michael, alias God. Michael was the treasure trove of my childhood. He was the open sesame to the world. His hands tobacco stained, twisted and gnarled, knotted like an alive piece of wood, scrawled gestures across my mind as the sick calf bucked in his arms and his quiet strength calmed. Shh, shh, suck, suck, he crooned, and the sound soothed us, and the veins like vines ran up and down his arms, pumping crude life like a sudden sketch to suggest the gist of rather than the meaning of things. And he walked and I ran towards Granny's garden like God tending Eden, and the gate a little horse sighed at his hand, and the leaves murmured like worshippers in a church congregation, and the sunlight genuflected through the trees, and the trees wore socks and apples. A tablecloth was laid on a loganberry bush, and the young tree gave herself to him, broke tenderly in his hand, and the knife whistled and whittled, and out of the branch came a man. And he told me, and I believed him, 'cause he was good as God and strong, that the little wooden man, the silent statue, had been waiting all the time, already mad, waiting to be released from his prison of wood. All things, he whispered, all things are waiting for you to call them to come out, awake them, create them. The rhododendrons were blue with amazement. At this revelation a dragonfly walked upon the water. A butterfly became infatuated with a flower. Me, I watched as his hands talked, explaining things that could not be said, and he took my hand in his, and I understood, flowed like a little stream into his big river, felt God close at hand, and smiling. This is called Goodbye to the Circus. It's for my Auntie Nellie. And she used to say, "Where were you, boy? What have you been doing?" And we sort of say, "Nothing, nothing." "What kind of nothing were you doing?" And we'd always sing Nellie the Elephant to her. So it begins with that. Oh, Nellie the Elephant packed her trunks and said goodbye to the circus. Off she went with a clumpety-clump, clump, clump, clump. The head of the herd was calling far, far away. Auntie Nellie died of drink, loneliness and whatever. Not necessarily in that order. And the farm that was our young days' summer holidays cast her youth like so much pig slop to the squelching grunt of cow dung days, moo cow lowing years, until the dust collected and settled in the corners no one could reach. Time left her like a holy picture high above the mantelpiece. See the children take the coloured cards in their hands, go play fish in the pool, scream snap, laugh at who is left to be, old maid. Not me, not me. Time never took her hand like a lover's touch. Time only waited for her. In her loneliness she read and reread and lived on Aldous Huxley's island. She said, "This says everything." Years later, when she reads like a fictional character in someone's story, when time no more mattered, I travelled to her island and touched her loneliness, felt her longing. Auntie Nellie died of drink, loneliness and whatever, not necessarily in that order. Said goodbye to the circus, calling far, far away. Thank you.